Coming from someone who spent most of her life working a 9 to 5 before taking the leap into full-time self-employment, I had to learn everything the hard way. From learning to handle my finances, to finding confidence in selling my work, to tuning out everyone's opinions. It's been a journey, but over the years I've learned a trick or two not just to survive being self-employed, but to actually thrive. So if this is the path you want to take, this video is for you. I'm sharing my honest advice on how to actually succeed at being self-employed, so you can skip the trial and error and go straight to building the life you want. One of the biggest mistakes I see new entrepreneurs make, and I say this with love, is thinking that just because you love something, people will automatically pay for it. We build a product we're obsessed with, and then we get frustrated when it doesn't sell. And it hurts because it feels personal. But here's the truth. Business doesn't reward what you love. It rewards what people need. If you want to turn your passion into an income, you have to flip the focus. Instead of asking, what do I want to create? Start asking, who do I want to help and what are they already struggling with? Because when you build a business around a person, not just a passion, everything changes. Your marketing becomes easier because you understand who you're talking to. Your product becomes stronger because it solves real problems. And your business becomes sustainable because it's rooted in serving others, not just entertaining yourself. For me, my success didn't happen because I love designing templates. It happened because my templates help people start businesses. They help them save time. They help them make money. And that transformation, not the design itself, is what people pay for. So yes, love what you do, absolutely, but also love the people you're doing it for. Be obsessed with their success. Listen to their struggles. Create to solve, not just to express. Because passion makes the product fun, but solving a real problem, that makes it profitable. One thing I see a lot, especially with creatives, is we feel shy or guilty when it comes to selling what we make. It's like we're scared people will think we're being too salesy or that we only care about money. But listen, if you created something that genuinely helps someone, why would you apologize for offering it? Selling is a part of being self-employed. It's not gross, it's not pushy, it's you saying, hey, I made something that can make your life easier or better. And if you believe in the value of what you're selling, people can feel that. I used to struggle with this too. I felt really awkward telling people about my products. But once I realized that my templates were actually helping people start their own businesses, make money, save time, everything changed. I started showing up with more confidence. I talked about what I do with pride. And at the end of the day, you can't build a business if nobody knows what you sell. You can have the best product in the world, but if you never talk about it, no one will ever find it. And part of showing up confidently is how you present your work. That's why I love using Kittl when I'm creating visuals for my products or marketing materials. Their editor is packed with tools that help you bring your ideas to life, textures, shadows, shapes, and custom lettering that make your designs look original and full of personality. Just look at their templates. They instantly stand out because they're not your typical cookie cutter designs. Let me show you how easy it is to elevate something simple. I just created a basic word here using one of Kittl's fonts that I absolutely love. It's called Sunship. I'm obsessed with this font. It has such a retro vintage vibe. Now, I'm going to add a text shadow to give it a bit of depth. See how it instantly pops up? Next, I'll apply a small transformation. I'm adding a bit of an angle so the text tilts slightly to the side. It's subtle, but it gives the design movement and character. And this is one of the coolest parts. You can actually select individual letters and explore their glyphs. For example, if I click on this letter D and open the glyphs panel, Kittl shows me different alternate styles for that letter. I'll pick this one here, and then I'll also change the M and N in the word motivation to their alternate versions. And look at that, we went from plain text to something that looks like a custom logo in just a few clicks. Let's take it up a notch and say I want to style every single letter differently. In Kittl, you can actually do that within the same text box. You can mix fonts, change weights, tweak colors, and adjust the size or spacing, all without duplicating layers. And just like that, the whole thing looks completely different. I can even take this design, add a smartboard, and type in a prompt to use Kittl flows, instantly transforming it into something completely different. How cool is that? So if you've been holding back from showing your work because you think it's not good enough, tools like Kittle make it look and feel professional. Because confidence in how you present your work is confidence in how you sell it. And here's a little bonus. From November 24 to December 2, everyone gets 25% off a full year of Kittle Pro or Expert, and this time it's not just for new users. Whether you're a current user, returning user, or signing up for the first time, you can use the code BF2025 at checkout. I'll leave a link down below. Don't miss this one. Everyone loves the idea of freedom. No boss, no rules, no limits. But here's what most people don't realize. Freedom comes with a price tag. It's not just about quitting your 9 to 5. It's about learning to control the thing that actually makes freedom possible: your money. Because when you're self-employed, no one's handing you a steady paycheck. One month you're on top of the world, and the next you're wondering where everyone went. And that's when you realize when you are your own boss, you have to know your numbers. You have to know what's coming in, what's going out, and what's actually yours to keep. Because making more doesn't mean keeping more. I've seen people make $10,000 months and still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they never learned how to manage what they earned. Real freedom isn't just about having time, it's about having control. Control over your income, your expenses, your future. If you can manage your money, you can manage your freedom. That's the part nobody tells you, but it's the difference between surviving and thriving. A lot of people think that once they become their own boss, life suddenly becomes easier. Like you'll have all this free time, wake up whenever you want, take random days off. And while there is more flexibility, the truth is I work way more now than I ever did at my corporate job. The only difference is I actually love what I'm doing. I'm okay with working longer hours because I'm building something for me. I'm working for my dream, not someone else's. And that alone makes every extra hour worth it. If you want to succeed as a self-employed person, you have to accept that you are now the entire team. You're the boss, the employee, the marketing department, the finance department, everything. There's no one checking if you clocked in, no manager making sure you hit deadlines, and if you don't show up, nothing moves. If you don't put in the work, there is no progress. So don't go into self-employment thinking it's this super chill lifestyle where you barely have to do anything anymore. It's still a real job, a job you have to treat with the same seriousness and even more dedication than you did in your 9 to 5. Because now your effort directly determines your success. There's no paycheck coming in just because you showed up. If you want results, if you want to grow, if you want to make this your long-term reality, you have to be the hardest working person in the room. You have to give it your all even when no one is watching. You can't be complacent. You can't be passive. You have to be willing to work twice, even 3 times harder than you ever did for someone else. Remember, this is your business, and the only way it grows is if you do. One of the biggest lessons I learned early on is this. If your entire business depends on one source of income or one platform or even one product, that's risky. Because the moment that one thing slows down or changes or disappears, your whole business is affected. It's not stability, it's stress. You know, when I started, Etsy was my main source of income, and it was amazing until there were slow months. And that's when I realized I can't put all my eggs in one basket. So I expanded. I sold on other platforms, I built other products, I started YouTube, I partnered with brands, I earned through affiliate links. Suddenly, even if one thing dipped, the others kept me afloat. Multiple income streams don't just give you financial security, they give you creative freedom. You're not panicking over one thing performing well. You can experiment, you can take breaks, you can grow without fear that everything will collapse overnight. So if you want to make self-employment sustainable, start building income lines that support each other. Let your business thrive in more than one place, because true freedom isn't just making money, it's knowing that your money isn't coming from only one spot. The moment you start a business or think about leaving your job, everyone suddenly becomes a mentor. Your coworkers have opinions. Your family has suggestions. People online will tell you what you should do, even if they've never done it themselves. But here's what I learned. Not all advice comes from a place of experience, and not all opinions deserve your attention. If you wouldn't switch lives with someone, why would you take their advice on how to build yours? People will project their fears onto you. They'll warn you about risks they were too afraid to take. They'll give you advice based on their limits, not your potential. So be selective about who you listen to. Take advice from people who are actually walking the path you want to walk. People who are building what you want to build. People whose results prove that their advice is worth hearing. You're creating a life most people won't understand, and that's okay. Their approval isn't required for your success. So yeah, that's my honest advice from someone who's been through it. Being self-employed isn't always easy, but it's absolutely worth it. You'll have days where things feel uncertain, when it's quiet, when you're not sure if it's even working, but those are the moments that build you. You can 100% make this work. And if you're in that creative zone building your brand, try out Kittle. They're running a 25% off deal on their Pro and Expert plans from November 24 to December 2. The code's BF2025 and it works whether you're brand new or already a Kittle user. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps my channel. Until then, keep building the life you've always dreamed of. Bye!